Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, June the 6th, 2023. Tuesday, June 6th. Well, Willow, I don't want to start with Willow. You know what? I'm starting with Willow. I was going to save her till the end, but I'm starting with Willow. Does anybody know who this nurse is? For her to have such a long conversation, even sat next to Willow. Now remember, Willow's in isolation. Yes, the nurse has on a mask, hair's up, but guess what? She's not in no containment suit. And she just sat down and was talking. And I thought, now Willow did call her by a name when she first came in. But this chick kept talking and talking and says, your mother is outside. Do you want me to? Did she say bring her in? Because Willow can't have visitors like that. Or did she say bring her up to the window or whatever? You want to see? I don't know what she said. I was too busy trying to figure out who are you? See, because normally parts like that would have been by Elizabeth. Elizabeth would have been saying, because Elizabeth's the only real nurse we see taking care of patients at General Hospital. And or Deanna, we don't see no other nurses taking care of people. Who is this nurse that they gave her all these lines, right? And then just the thing she was saying, and I'm going to tell you, everybody, this is just my gut. Was Willow dreaming? My gut says that was a dream. She's going to wake up. Tomorrow, we're going to see her waking up. Because what happened is she ended up telling, see, when do you have time to tell the Harmony story? To tell the Nina story, she told her Carly was her mother-in-law, even though the person did not know. She didn't describe Carly to Willow, but Willow's figuring Carly would be the only one sleeping here. She barely has left your side, right? She's here day and night. And I began to say, does Willow have another mother? Because I happen to know Carly's been home making brownies. you know, Carly's been home with Donna and Sunny. They making pancakes, and I'm thinking Carly's pretty much sleeping there. I didn't know that, right? And it just in my mind, I'm thinking this has to be a dream. Because for this nurse to say all she had to have been an established person, right? That we know. Who is she? Yes, she had a mask on because she better have a mask on, right? But I'm still trying to figure out who is that. So Willow said, no, Nina, she doesn't even want to have nothing to do with her. And the nurse asked her a very interesting question. And when she asked her that, I thought, good question. She said, let me ask you this. If unfortunately Nina Reeves gets into a accident, maybe a car accident, and dies today, how would you feel? And Willow looked, and Willow said, I would feel some kind of loss, just like I felt a loss with Harmony. Huh. That was a revelation to Willow. See, because let's face it, everybody, they have to have a turning point where Willow's going to start letting Nina in, only to find out about the whole SCC thing and take it all back, right? Because it's turning into a huge mess now. It's turning into, yeah, Nina did this to get Sunny and Drew to get back at Drew and Carly, but now isn't it that just turnabout fair play? Sunny is the most important tool in the toolbox that they want, right? could be her Sonny that has to take the brunt of this. All because she had to be spiteful and jealous and hateful. But anyway, this is going to be the turning point for Willow. But I still think Willow was dreaming, and that was her subconscious bringing her to this revelation. I really, really think so. And then we have Portia. You know, I've never liked Portia. Never have. Portia is now trying her hand at manipulating Esme. Because she heard Esme said, I can't leave. I can't, because Spencer says he'll follow me wherever I go because of his little brother. And Portia's like, well, you know what? You're his mother. You have a right to taking your baby wherever you want to go. And you would be surprised. You would get help. I'm thinking, how would she get help? Nicholas has fled the scene. Portia, you going to send her some money? Because Spencer's not going to give her money to leave. Flora's not. Portia. And I thought, see, that little underhanded manipulations against grown kids, it never works. Look, Alexis found that out the hard way. You know, come on, Alexis found that out the hard way. So, you know, we'll see. We will see exactly what happens with that. So, because Esme actually went because she had a really bad sore throat, and she didn't want it to be strep throat because she wanted to make sure Ace was okay, and she didn't want to pass it on to any of the co-workers at the Invader. She said, because I'm on shaky enough ground if I have a job. See, Esme doesn't have her memory back yet, because Esme Prince, for one, could care less about anybody else at that job. And she would probably still care about the baby because she has developed, she may have amnesia up here, but her heart has gotten attached to that baby. And when her brain gets right again, her heart is still going to love that baby, right? Still going to love that baby. But the way she's caring for other people, Esme never would. She never would care for others. So then we have boring. Brooklyn talking to Tracy. Tracy butting in, bossing Chase around, telling Brooklyn, you're supposed to be at work. And Brooklyn's like, you still haven't told me what's your interest in deception. It's after 5, I'm off. But then, Grady, what's it to you? What do you want? You just be there, be my eyes and ears. And Brooklyn's like, but for what? Right? Okay. Maxie had me proofread 2 articles today. Okay. Maxie had an appointment with the layout department. I mean, come on now. For what? What do you want? You want something, Tracy. But then Chase came back. I fast forwarded all of that. Then we also had boring Curtis and Ryan talking. Curtis tells Ryan Trina's his daughter. Ryan, you know, and then they're talking about, you know, Curtis taking it slow, but seeing if there is anything for him and Portia to salvage. Well, what do you mean if there's anything? Of course there's something for you to salvage. For one thing, it was a newer relationship anyway, you know. Other than keeping something a horrible secret that, yes, if you're going to leave her for that, but be gone and be done with it. But other than that, you and Portia got along very, very well, right? You reconnected after almost 19 years. And you guys got along, got together swimmingly. You know, she didn't do anything to hurt you after she met you, except for keep the life from you, which is pretty doggone big. But what I'm saying is she didn't cheat on you when you guys got together. You're thinking of cheating on her, you know? So yeah, there's something to salvage. Because the secret was from the past. Even though it affects the present and the future, yes, you do have something to salvage. Now, the thing with Jordan, yeah, they still had something to salvage too, because he just walked away from her for keeping some secrets. And we're not talking about as bad as secrets as Portia did. Curtis, ain't nobody caring or studying you. You do you. Now, you want to know what I did not like? And I didn't even get a picture of that because that seemed too awkward. They didn't even look good together. Portia and Zeke, he's a little arrogant. See, they don't match. They don't match at all. And next thing you know, we got at the end scene, them in the hotel room just going at it. Even them kissing, her holding, none of that looked good. I was like, oh, no. I mean, Jordan don't even look right, right? I mean, they did not look good together to me. She's hurt. I would rather have seen her have revenge, or what is it they call it? A rebound sex with Taggart. Now, not that they look like they're such a perfect match, but you could have seen that emotional attachment. You could have seen two friends, both hurting, consoling each other, right? But this, you pick up some slickster, arrogant person you don't doggone know at a bar, and it really wasn't a bar, poolside, but at the bar part of the poolside? No, absolutely not. I even put the HELL word on my notes to Jordan. Absolutely not. Get out of here with that. Don't know nothing about, oh, you the chief of police. You are also now deputy mayor, because Laura told Kevin that. She went into Kevin's office, told him, look, Kevin, I got to talk to you about something you're not going to like, right? To her surprise, Kevin said, oh, of course you got to go look for him, and I'm going with you. And she's like, wait, what? He goes, yeah, I'm going with you. I'll let you go by yourself. She goes, well, what about your job? He goes, what about your job? And that's what she told him. I got Jordan to be deputy mayor. He goes, I know how to refer my patient load over to other doctors, and I have vacation time coming. So she goes, what about Esme and Spencer? Don't you think they need supervision? And I was thinking, Laura, every time you've left Kevin supervising anybody, we never saw Kevin, neither did they. What you talking about, Laura? All kinds of things went down. Kevin's supposed to be in charge. Kevin who? Right? So Kevin looked at her and said, look, they are adults. They will figure it out. They will navigate the situation. I can ask Alexis and her daughters to peek in. And she says, oh, you know what? I could ask Sunny too. And then I forget who they said could peek in on Esme, but I think maybe Alexis too, she works for. And he goes, nope, I'm going with you. And she was so happy. So she calls up Yuri. And Yuri told her he happens to be between jobs. And he's going to be Kevin and her, their guide and translator. And I thought, did I miss something? I thought Valentine was going with Laura. Maybe I missed something to where she said, thank you, that's so touching, but no, I don't know. It must be no, because you notice nobody said, what about Charlotte? Because Charlotte's supposed to be in Laura's care, but maybe now that her papa is back, even though we don't see them together, right? But Valentine was only going to go with Laura because he didn't want Laura to go alone. So now that Kevin is, but Valentine don't know Kevin is going right now. We'll see. Laura may not mention Valentine's name at all. But now Kevin is going, and I don't know. Is anybody gonna miss him? This is the first time we've seen Kevin's actor in how long? So bye, Kevin. You know, you and Laura have fun. We'll see y'all after summer vacation. So let's go to comment corner, because nothing else happened. I think I covered, yep, I covered everything. Mika Sanders says, Trina is bossy, taking over. Leave Spencer, uh, leave Spencer to decide how to proceed. Well, he was gonna do the wrong thing anyway. Cheryl Flower says, LOL, Daddy Dearest must get a peek. I don't know about that one. I don't know what that one was on. That comment was on. And then Sandy says, move on, Jordan. Never chase a man, especially when he doesn't know where he's going. Let Curtis work on himself and grow up a little. Lucy says, Curtis is torn between two lovers and he needs more time. No, he don't need more time. See, according to Curtis, everything is so cut and dry in life. Make a decision, man, and stick with it. Donkey says, Taggart would fit Jordan. Yeah, much better than what they're doing right now. I am just disgusted. And LaShanta says, Michael got tunnel vision. I'm glad Ava is in the hot seat. I'm glad Jordan chose herself. Have a seat, Curtis. I'm surprised Ava thinks about Laura. Austin is cold. Karma's coming for Ava. Good. She better go to Sunny like she should have a long time ago. Joss, have a seat. She's too hot-headed for me. Michael, have a seat. Fake evidence. You know Esme's too smart. Victor set up Anna. Yep, so shaking my head. Remember Esme's got that phone at that bar. Her letters was in the suitcase. Yes, it was. You're right. DB says, shout out to Daily, DRCL, Daily Recap Lady. Okay, I got it. I got you. I have a feeling you're going to have to sit through yet another painful General Hospital match of Jordan and Zeke. And trust me, it was like they were putting needles in my eyes watching those two make out. Needles in. I could smell that criminal, and he is going to be a criminal a mile away. Jordan is a trained detective and used to be an undercover informant, everything else. She should know. I don't know. There's just something about his whole aura that is just not right. And look at what she did to a complete stranger. I kissed my ex and he went right back to his wife. So you know he's going to go back and tell Portia once he finds out who Jordan is, right? Good. Portia needs to know Curtis kissed somebody else. Curtis don't need to be let off the hook like that. GA should know better than to name him that. Zeke. his face will annoy me like Drew's. Yeah, he annoys. I just, it just isn't right to me. Autumn says, why wasn't Michael getting the point? Carly was pointing out all valid reasons that Michael's plan was asinine. It's like the elevator won't go upstairs, and it was not clicking. No, it wasn't. Michael's very emotional. I cannot believe he dumped all that info on Willow and made her pass out on overload. Does the elevator ever go up? Ron says, Curtis is full of it. Jordan won't buy into his actions. Something will come along and end up making Curtis jealous. Oh, it'll be none other than Portia's brother, right? They're gonna have different events, and guess who Zeke's gonna bring? Jordan. And guess who Jordan's gonna be cozying up to him in front of Curtis, and Curtis is gonna be standing back for. That's gonna be good to watch, everybody. That's gonna be very, very good to watch. Okay, and then we have comments from Susan. Susan says, Wednesday, June. Are you trying to give something in advance, Susan? Ned and Martin Gray tell Nina that he will be sure that no one, wait, I saw Ned seeing Martin. Ooh, I hadn't seen that scene. I shouldn't have read that. And you shouldn't have put that there. So I'm not going to read the rest of that comment because it might give too much away. Dacia says Josh will have it out with Christina because Josh tried to put Sonny in prison. Who's going to protect the family if Sonny's in prison? Jasper Jackson, no, he ain't going to protect her. Jason isn't around. Josh and Christina will get into a fight, and Christina will get revenge on Jocelyn. Christina go and try to, she's going to go and try to sleep with Dex. Josh will find them in Dex's apartment. You rewrote that, you script, right? Dex, are you writing for the story now? She'll find them in Dex's apartment, and she'll be hurt because someone else was in Dex's bed. Christina would have done it for revenge for putting Christina and Dante and Donna and Avery's father in prison. Michael and Josh are so selfish. And then Linda says, I think Carly is going to Sonny for help because of the flash drive. It wouldn't surprise me if Sonny and Carly remarry to strengthen their family and to keep Carly from testifying against Sonny. You know what? That's how Carly and Sonny got married, probably even a couple times in the past, to keep Carly from having to testify against Sonny. That would be good. And before that happens, I want Carly to tell Jocelyn about the consequences if she turns the flash drive over to the feds, because I want to see and hear Jocelyn react. She's a know-it-all. Susan said, Carly destroyed the flash drive while in the conversation with Jocelyn. Is this something in the past I'm missing? In the future? Tom says, I will have great respect for Carly if she destroys that recording. Tom says, I bet I could stop watching for months. And when I start up again, we wouldn't know who Mason's boss is. I know it's been well over a year, right? Mason's been around. What boss? Come on, I'm sick of Austin and Mason. Sabrina says, hi, Daily Recap Lady. Regarding Spencer and the evidence Victor left him against Esme, I think the info could be good. He should have Spinelli vet the info to see if it's good, and if not, destroy it. I think by Victor telling Spencer giving Spencer the doves, he was saying protect Trina and Ace from Esme, not just Ace. Victor could care less about Trina, care less about her. I also think Trina knows her man, and she knows he did not destroy the info. O'Dear says, though Victor obtained the evidence by nefarious means, it isn't what happened, though. Yeah. This is Spencer that stole some of his grandmother's opponent's votes when he was a kid. Yep. He rigged that mayor's race, right? And then we have Ron says, with the things with a Black mother, she wouldn't put up with Michael's mess. Look, Michael or Jocelyn's mess. Carly backs down. Let me see. Carly's getting there, but since he's a mama's boy, she backs down. I love it when she got him to realize there was no one else that could run the organization, and she basically told him all he is doing is placing the whole family in deep water. He fails to realize it when it hits the fan, he will be the first one to be implicated. And YAA says Carly couldn't believe she raised a bunch of snitches and turncoats. So disappointing. I know. She's like, I raised you guys under this mob boss's roof, and you guys haven't learned mob boss Cody yet. What is wrong with you? That was funny, right? And then Oh Dear says, interesting conversation. You are the second YouTuber that I heard connect Zeke to Pikeman. I see why Dex wants out. He's not from the criminal underworld. The snake Michael said he employed him from another agency. He was doing security. Well, security for hire, security work for hire. But we're not talking about security guarding it. I'm talking about, guns and stuff, right? Heavy duty security. Da, 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 da. He wouldn't want him, I wouldn't want him around me for no security. Well, he saved Sonny in that warehouse. All someone has to do is offer the right price, and he is a spy for you. That is so true. I don't know why anyone is surprised by Michael. He shows his colors when he's taking Avery from Sonny when he was. Not tried, he took Avery from Sonny. Again, so did Morgan and Dante. Sonny has no luck with his sons. Stick with your biological daughters, Sonny. And Monique says, what is not clicking inside Michael's thick skull? Hasn't he forgotten what happened when Sonny would take Cyrus, went away? Cyrus tried to kill him, sending Sonny to jail, would leave the door open for a takeover. Yes. Lucy says, Michael will always have issues with his stepfather, Sonny. If not for Willow's asking for peace, Sonny's situation would be much worse. Yes, it would. P. Merle says, Michael is legally adopted by Sonny. Get your facts straight. Well, yeah, he is legally adopted by Sonny. So it's not his stepfather. That's true. That's true. Okay. But you know what is funny? I didn't take that as a technical issue about Sonny being Michael's stepfather, because in reality he was, but Sonny did adopt him. You are right. But guess what? Michael unadopted himself. How many times? I want to hear in comment corners. How many times did Michael ditch the Corinthos name because he was mad at Sonny? Trivia, folks. So now, if you ditch the name, can you still be adopted? You go back to your original. Anyway, Sandy says, I totally agree that Zeke will have something to do with Pikeman. Everyone is going after Sonny. And if Carly leaves the flash drive out, Joss can come along and get it. The Pikeman and Wu families are ready to move in on Sonny's territory. And Susan says, today Carly threw it on the floor and stomped on it and broke it. Oh, Susan, are you giving a spoiler? My goodness, I can't finish that, Susan. Selena Wu and others will come, well, this is prediction, will come after Carly and her family. Yeah, that's true. You should have bothered to find out who he was first. I know Jordan is ridiculous with what they had her do. She is in too high-powered a position to just sleep with some stranger in a bar. That just does not happen, right? That just does not happen. All right, that is it for the daily recap, the comment corner for General Hospital. Everybody, I will be back for another daily recap of General Hospital tomorrow.